y'all, whatever, I guess it's meant, because I was not going to go live right now. And I didn't let anybody know. So hold on one second. Yeah. And let me tell them I'm live on this. Lord, Lord. Let me see. This phone needs charging too. I need to get me something to eat. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. I just got back from Arby's, and I don't know, like last night was so exhausting. Like it was so exhausting. When I tell y'all I record so much that I don't even get it out to y'all, it's like I did a Walmart Plus haul. I gotta put all those bags away. I'm actually out of lemon juice, so I'm getting ready to squeeze my lemons and chat with y'all. But yeah, this is going to be a, let me get a knife. This is going to be a laid back type of Christmas. Not doing too much, just, and I'm kind of glad about it because I'm learning to not do things that overstimulate me. And we're going to use. Let's see if this one. I don't know if this one. Maybe I need the smaller one. Or should I use the bag? I think that'll be more convenient to use the bag. Just gotta get the bag around it like so. Just kind of, oh, I'm putting a nut bag around so that the seeds won't get into my juice. And I'm using my favorite thrifted juicer that I love. I just got back literally about not even 15 minutes ago from Arby's. So I did a little short on that of me going holiday shopping for my rest of my stuff for the holidays. And that's going to be a little cute short. So look for some nice shorts this evening. It's looking like, I don't know. I thought between the hours of maybe 8 to 10 were pretty good for shorts, but I don't know. The algorithm has been doing some crazy stuff because I'll put a short out and literally within hours it may get like 34. But then I'll put a short out at a different time. So I've been monitoring when I'm putting shorts out so I can see what the views are like within that week or whatever. And then I'll put one out, and within an hour, it gets hundreds of views. So it's just been doing funky stuff. So sometimes you might see me post a video because that, like, who wants to put a video out that's not being seen? You get what I mean? So you see me do that. That's because the first one probably didn't do too well, and so is that Jay? Oh, that's Jace. I mean James. He said, I think he said he's out running errands. I didn't get to see the full message, but that's one of the. He's supposed to be a moderator. So who's in here with me? Who's in here with me currently? Who's in here with me right now? So yeah, I had the most amazing session yesterday. I had like an epiphany and a easing in my spirit in regards to something that my therapist asked me, and also You know how you tell somebody something? A lot of times when you tell them something, a lot of times people are seeing is believing, but then within less than 24 hours, they get confirmation of exactly what you said by somebody else, not multiple people. Like craziness. I'm talking about multiple people, right? So I'm just sitting here like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. And the fact that I am brave enough to take the journey to figure me out. Figure me out what I'm here for, why I'm here. I mean, same thing, but why I'm here and to better myself in all ways. You know, nobody's perfect. You know, nobody's perfect on this earth. And with that being said, we can't beat ourselves up. We can't get upset with ourselves when things don't go a certain way. And just learn to consider yourself. Like at this time in my life, what my therapist told me is I need to learn grace for myself, you know? And I've shared this before with y'all. Like I can give everybody grace. They do something, don't do something, say they're gonna do something, don't do something or whatever. And I'm giving people grace, but I don't give myself that grace. And I learned the grace with myself is learning that I'm not perfect and learning that I need to be considered and I need to be respected and loved by those that say they love me or respect me, vice versa, right? And so that may be a situation where no matter who it is, you might have to start eliminating relationships, eliminating the people you deal with, eliminating the conversations you have because it's so cliche when you hear certain stuff that's so simple. Actions speak louder than words, or whatever the case. You could tell me whatever, you can be excited, tell me whatever and say whatever, but if your actions don't line up with what you say multiple times, I don't want nobody to continue to keep telling me, showing me who they are. Like, and we need to learn, like, don't continue to let somebody show you who they are more than once. Like, how many times do they have to show you who they are? How many times do they have to show you? And I think that when my therapist was telling me, because, I know about trauma bonding and I know how in relationships it is very prevalent. And I never looked at it the way she said it. She was talking about, when you hear about relationships trauma bond, it's like, oh, I met him and we're on the same page, or oh, I met her and we're on the same page, and she feels this way and she been through this and she been through that, so she can understand. So y'all build a bond through trauma, right? And guess what? Do you not realize that the same thing occurs with a parent and a child? And this had my mind like, wow. It had my mind like, wow. I don't want to go into details of it currently, but all I'll say is this. It was a major epiphany. And right after therapy, I had to go to the place where I get my oil change after I took Rizzy to what she needed to do, right? And I met this lady. She was a Italian lady. We were talking, and God just started using me through her. She was like, oh my gosh. She was like, are you a therapist? And I was like, well, no, not officially like going to school or anything like that, but I like kind of mentor people through, life transitions and stuff like that. And she was like, oh my gosh, like just speaking to you, hearing you speak, the way you speak and the way that you say stuff. And, even my therapist told me, she was like, you're going to have a lot of people that are not accountable or don't hold themselves accountable get very intimidated, frustrated, or they begin to be angry from people who set boundaries, demand respect, and stay stuck on that. Like I'm standing, how they say 10 toes deep. I'm 10 toes deep in my respect. How you respect me, how you treat me. Are you just using me? Do you really care about me? Friends, family, whatever. Do you really care about me, or do you care about what I can do for you? You get what I'm saying? Because I'm always checking on people and I stop doing that. Hey, I ain't seen you. Where you going? How you are? I'm not going to say I'm going to stop, but I'm trying to be more discerning with that because I don't get the same thing. You know what I'm saying? As much as you would think I do, I don't. And so with that being said, my grace is me not being hard on myself for not doing the things that everybody expect me to do. You get what I'm saying? I can't. I'm one person, and it's overwhelming when you don't see things being reciprocated. in any type of ship, any type of relationship. It doesn't matter what that relationship is, it can be overwhelming. And I'm learning that it feels so much better to not even have to deal. To not even have to deal. Who's supposed to be in life and who's important in your life, they're gonna show up, show out, and let you know. It's not gonna be too many thoughts of who they are, why they are, and if they're truly there for you. So, with that being said, it's just like, yo, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy because, you see the fake families, the fake love, the people who, I was talking to a friend and we was talking about how it's so many, during this time, you see so many people laughing and having a ball and all that. And I was talking about, how you may not talk to that person. Hold on one second. You may not talk to that person may not talk to you, whatever the case may be. Holidays come, everybody happy, cheerful, taking pictures and all that. I would rather not. The fake love, the fake family, the fake relatives, the fake. I ain't even gonna say fake family because I think family has an actual definition to it. Relatives, the fake relatives. You get what I'm saying? Truthfully, don't like you. Truthfully, envious, jealous, or feel some type of way about you, and still smile in your face and talk behind your back, or you know when you stay to yourself, you're still in people's conversations when you're not bothering anybody, you don't deal with anybody or anything like that. It's kind of difficult. It's like, can I be over here in my lane? I don't talk about nobody. I could care less what anybody else got going on because they're not paying my bills and they're not helping me stay alive. They're not doing none of those things. So I don't care what you got going on. I have no cares about what anyone has going on. And the crazy part is, like, we think that it's an excuse or it's an exemption that we have to allow with people that have the same blood with us. If you can't respect me, my wishes, my boundaries within, I'm talking about within respect, not nothing crazy. I ask that you not do certain things. I ask that you not, you know, do certain things that make me uncomfortable, and you can't do that. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You know, God rest my grandparents' soul. They're not here. Never had to deal with that from them, but I don't care who you are. From my mama to my child to a sibling or whatever the case may be, it's not something I'm gonna tolerate. It's not something I'm gonna tolerate. And I only want real, true, genuine love and authenticity around me. People that um, really love me for real, for real. You know what I mean? That's what I want around me, and that's what you should desire around you. Look what I done got out the doggone. Lord, what else? Lord, something else down here. Good. Oh, a lemon. Lord, we're gonna throw this lemon stuff down this chute. I do have a garbage disposal, so we're gonna go on and throw this down here. But yeah, so don't beat yourself up. Don't feel some type of way when you may not be around the people you desire to be around. People always think that when God says, "Oh, I place people in your life for a season," or "I place people in your life for a reason," we automatically omit family as if those are not. He didn't say, "I place family in your life for a reason. I place friends or business partners." He didn't say that. He said people come into your life for a reason and a season. Your relatives, because that's not family. Family don't do you wrong. Relatives and blood can do you wrong, but family has for me, it's a connotation of love, reciprocity, respect, support, and all that, right? So you can have a whole bunch of relatives, but not no real family. Not no real family. Nobody really knows how to love and truly have grace with one another, forgive one another. And I'm not saying that you have to forgive anything that somebody really hurt you to the point where it has to be accountability. I remember a preacher telling me when I was telling him about somebody that owes me a lot of money that hasn't paid me. And he said, even the preacher of this person, they said, this the funny part. People think that they can go and repent to God and be okay, right? after they've done somebody wrong, and God's still gonna bless them. That's not how it works. Especially when it comes to finances. Look this up. I'm not making this up. If it comes to finances and somebody do you wrong financially, it is not something that they can just go repent for. It's called restitution. And God says you have to pay restitution. So if you hurt somebody financially or do something that financially hurts somebody, and you think, oh, God forgives, He's a forgiving God. Nope, not for that. And then you have people that can just say the most vile, evil things, right? And they feel like it's okay because they're your parent, your child, or whatever, or your sibling, and they think they can get away with that. That's not okay. That's not okay. In order for things to change in our families as a melanated person, we have to hold people accountable. We have to hold people accountable, and people have to know that it's not okay for us to disrespect one another, for us to do the things that are that hurt, stress, put worry or whatever on each other. It's not okay. I did get some sugar because I'm noticing when I'm making it costs basically is more for me to do it. Actually, no, it's not. No, it's not. I just thought about it because this was 190 something in my molasses, whatever, y'all. No, I know what it is. I'm using up my good sugar more for the temporary times that I need the brown sugar. So I just decided to grab a bag of sugar for brown sugar for my pies and stuff. So Rizzy's request, I said, little girl, you act like it is 50 people in this house. Tomorrow, okay, mommy, so I want the cookies. We doing the cookies. You're gonna do the cookies, right? I said, okay. Tomorrow, I want the cookies. We need sweet potato pies. I want the strawberry cake. You 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 not we can't just do one dessert. You want all those things? You want okay. Okay. So yeah, so I just filled up the brown sugar. So that's what I'm doing. Sweet potato pies, her strawberry cream cheesecake that they love, and then I'm doing the sugar cookies that I always do every year. Listen, so if y'all not watching the community post, I'm gonna be posting a lot on the community post. I made this cake yesterday. Oh man. See, when you do the bun, I should have did a layer cake. Listen, I made this cake yesterday and I posted on a community post. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. That's what I didn't want to do. This right here, this right here, I made a chocolate cream cheese icing. When I tell you, oh, when I tell you, oh my gosh, I have to say, doing this experiment, trying to find, I love chocolate, and trying to figure out how to create hey Flo, hey Christine, hey Teresa, who's still here? Trying to create a chocolate cake that's like super moist and just so tasty has been a task. Let me put these bags. Let me put these bags in has been a task. I decided I think I'm gonna build that because I need it to be deeper. I want it to be on legs. I want it to look kind of modern. I think I'm going to put like the sliding barn door things on it when I do. So I think that's what I'm going to do because I want to see all of my jars, like these jars with like the spices and beans and all this stuff. I want to be able to open that and be like, okay, I need more flour, cinnamon, turmeric, wheat flour. Like I want to see all of my stuff. So that would definitely be a future project for me is to get that built. I'm gonna draw up some things and kind of determine what type of or size wood I need. I feel like when I create it, I'm gonna sell this thing. I'm gonna post it back up the way it was, but I like the fact that that clock is there because when I make this pantry, I still wanted to put plants and stuff there, and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want it the long way. I don't like it. Just felt intrusive. It felt really intrusive. Anyway, so it's asking me to add a question and answer sticker. I never seen that before. Yeah, I cleaned my kitchen before I left to go to Aldi's, but Yeah, so I didn't do too much when it comes to decorating. I'm gonna do a little mini tour, a live tour, but it's gonna be at night when it's dark and y'all can see how the lights and stuff look. We didn't really do too much. Most of the decorations I ended up putting most of them back, but I did do a little cute something inside of the kitchen. I'm excited that that's done. All the stuff I needed, like everything I needed on my list, I got everything. Not only that, Walmart did a great job. I ordered all of this stuff from Walmart and everything. Everything was available. Everything came correct. Nothing was messed up. Like, how often does Walmart do that, y'all? How often does Walmart do that? So the sugar one, I'm getting ready to fill up. Now this is the sugar I'm gonna be using for baking. I love Zucca, but the Florida crystals. I don't know if you can see. I got a big bag of Florida crystals right there. So I'm gonna be using this for baking, and the Florida crystals will be the sugar after the fact. So let me pour this in here to get this bag off of my table. We're gonna pour. I think all this does fit. Maybe no, it may not. Hold on, we'll see. We getting ready to see. No, I don't think this all gonna fit. Nope. Nope. So we'll put that away. So now I have both of my sugars um for the holidays. Got me some peppers. Needed ginger because when Miss Thing ain't feeling well, I will make her a tea that knocks it out. I'm like, listen, Stink, I'm not one for taking my kids once they feel a certain type of way. I've never been that mom. Mom's gonna figure out something. We're gonna put a concoction, an old school concoction together, and that's what you're going to drink for a couple of days. It's not gonna happen overnight, but within 24 hours, you will definitely feel a difference from your achy body, feverish or whatever. You'll definitely feel a difference. And I had to tell her, just speaking like, hey, baby, you're gonna take this. It might taste nasty because them cloves, when I let them steep, them cloves, the elderberry got like a decent taste, but them cloves, next level. So I tried to do the honey and lemon, but I didn't have any ginger. But by 24 hours, she was like, oh, I do feel much better. Like, I do feel much better. I don't feel like her fever went and she wasn't as achy. She be doing so much. She be doing so much. So like I'm gonna tell you her day. Yesterday she gets up, she go to school. She's in school. I gotta go pick her up at 12 something. Bring her scrubs and bring her outfit. She changes into her outfit to go shadowing at the dentist office because she's going to be a hygienist. So she goes to go do internship and shadow. She stays there for a couple hours. I take her back to school because she's auditioning and trying to get into another play, a big production they got going on. So she goes audition till 6 something at night. I go pick her up from the audition, get her ready. She comes to get her apron and get her stuff, and then she goes to work. Then she goes to work until like 8:30. And the job is so cool. She was like, "Mama, you think I gotta quit?" I said, "She was like, cause of auditions and me doing the practicing and all that stuff I gotta do." I said, "No, thank. Just talk to them. You always have a conversation. You talk to them." So we talked to her boss, and they're Vietnamese, so cool. They love her. He was like, "No, no, no. She fine. She come back. She come back after. She come back after. If it's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, she come work hour and a half. That's fine. That's fine. Why her not talk to me? If am I hard to her?" I said, "No, you're not hard to her." He was like, "Okay, no, no, she fine." He was just, "Oh, thank you, Mom." She just gets so, she tries to do her best and everything, and she gets so. And remember, I was talking about the confirmation. That's who I had to talk to. We had a whole conversation, and so the next day, my daughter is the first kid in this school to get, ninth graders don't usually participate or get callbacks at all. My daughter is the first person to ever get a callback and participate in the theater credited course, like the arts credited course. She's the first person. Okay. So I'm like, girl, do you not realize who you are and what the favor like? And I'm not talking the favor that everybody talk about because God doesn't have respect of persons. I'm talking about it's a different type. It's deeper than just so I got favor acting like you're better than anybody. You're not getting it. It's not that type of favor because it irritates me when people who are like Christians or super religious. I'm blessed and highly favored. What does that mean? What does that mean? So everybody else is not like, I hate, it's not hate, it irritates me when people say that. So anywho, um we had the conversation and we was talking about all the things that she has done. I said, sometimes that's like with my therapist. She said, sometimes you got to stop and you have to really sit back and think of all the things that you've done in your life and how they went for you, how great they were for you, because we move so much just living life and trying to survive and work and pay bills and all that, but we never take time to smell the flowers, as they say. We never take time to do that. So we had a real mommy daughter heart to heart talk, and the very next day her teacher pulled her out of class and asked her to come in to speak with the ninth graders, and told my baby, she was like, do you not realize you're a triple threat? And I said, let me tell you something, boo. She said triple because she got, she got the numbers, and it's what she feel is the ultimate, but you are a threat in general. Ain't no number to the threats that you have. Brains. You get what I'm saying? Intelligence and brains, like the 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 way that you apply yourself, the way that I never try to tell my children, oh, you so smart, I'm so proud of you for being smart. Oh, I always tell them, you can do it. I love the fact that you don't give up. I love the fact that you keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? You have to say that versus, oh, you're so smart. No, because what if they do something and they fail a test, or they do something that's opposite of what we would think is smart? You're lying. You get what I'm saying? So you want to say things that encourages them even in the ups and downs of them being a student. You know what? Mommy said, daddy said they like when I apply myself. They like when I keep pushing. They like this about me. They like that about me. Those are the things that you want to instill. Because, oh, you just smart. That's so basic and so corny. Tell them something else. Tell them something that really they can apply because they've seen it done and they've seen themselves do this thing that you're talking about. You get what I mean? So she said, Mommy, guess what? I said, well, she said, Mommy, why did my teacher tell me? She pulled me off, and then the students was talking about her and how they like her acting. They like her grades is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Her GPA is ridiculous. So all of the things, they like all these things about her. And I told y'all she'll be graduating with an associate's degree. I don't know if I told y'all that before. That's my baby, and I'm gonna keep on. Yeah, because little old me, coming from the hood and not coming from no silver spoon, coming from seeing it all. Yeah, that's my baby girl. That's my baby girl. She the last of my Mohicans, and I think that's what God. I think that's God's. Yeah, I think that's what God wants. She won't be the last of Mohicans. I think. So anywho, yeah, I try to encourage, support as much as I can. As a parent, we gotta realize, and I'm gonna keep saying it, we're not perfect. It gets better with each child. Each child is different. Each child treats you different, respect you different, love on you different. Each child receive you different, communicate different. That's just what it is, right? It's just what it is. And I don't say that we have favorites, but I say you have some that give you a bigger headache than others, some that worry you more than others, some that stress you more than others. That's just life. That's just parenting. It doesn't matter if they have the same father, same mothers. They are all different individuals. So you're gonna have that. I've seen people with same mothers and dads, and it's like eight or nine, 10 of them. You got doctors, lawyers, and you got some that's on drugs, some that's out in the streets. You get what I'm saying? Some that can't get it right and have 50 million kids. It's just different things, and it all has something to do with the internal of the person. You can't beat yourself up as a parent if you did what you were supposed to do and you did your best. I always say the best is all you can do. There's nothing else above that but your best. It's your best. You get what I'm saying? Or you did the best you can do. That's it. That's all. But yeah, so we still gotta go see Zootopia. She been busy and I've been trying to get little projects and stuff done. So yeah, we still gotta go see Zootopia. We didn't do that. And yeah, it's just a matter of y'all, I got studying to do. I got a test to take, and I'm just like, oh, I got to get an agent to oversee me doing this test. So yeah, why did that? That must be the clock is the hands on the clock is moving and vibrating. Oh, the battery is in it. So because it's so heavy and it doesn't move because it's every second. I guess it's still trying to move so heavy. I gotta find out how to get more hands or see how I can get that fixed. And I'm really contemplating painting all the numbers black so it could really pop out. That's what I'm contemplating. Or a different color. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on, talk to you guys. Guys, I load shorts every day. Please, I don't be asking y'all for nothing. Just watch the shorts. Please watch the shorts. Watch the shorts. And you know, I love it. Sis Teresa, the feedback. Christine, the feedback. Laura, not Laura. Ruth, the feedback be so amazing. Sometimes I be forget to go check, but yeah, the feedback be so amazing. But I will be loading some shorts tonight. I'm gonna load the hauls. I'm gonna probably load the Walmart haul thing this evening because I'm trying to see if it's better to load in the evening or not. So just kind of work with me. I'm trying. This algorithm is all over the place for me, and I can load a video at 10 today. Like I said, it do good. Then I can load it at 10 tomorrow and it do nothing. So I don't know. We shall see. All right, Lady Gators, love you guys. Who's still here? Who's still right? Right. Walmart did their thing. Okay, they did their thing. I'm about to find me something to eat, and I am about to I'm going back and lay down. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back and lay down. Love you too, girl. Talk to you later.